What up, Techie and Gamer fam? It's your boy Jermaine with Tech Toys Gaming, and today we're going to talk about a wireless microphone for your content creation, be it YouTube content creation like this or gaming and podcasting content creation. You may want a wireless smart mic simply because you want low profile audio in your shots, not having microphones like this visible to your viewers, or you may just want to be able to move around at free will, right? So that way your mic is not tethered to the table and you're not tethered to one's position. And if this is something you are out here looking for, my techies and gamers, and sounding good at the same time, then you might want to check out the MeetSummer wireless smart microphone. That is correct, my techies and gamers out there. This microphone, it's boasting that it has great audio quality with its large capsule, has a smart screen, and has multi-level intelligent noise reduction built in, and it can be used with your iPhone. For all my iPhone content creators out there that I just spit in my esophagus. How do you spit internally inside your neck? What? All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at what we are going to do for you out here to make you sound better and look better. I wish I could say it was budget, but it's not. It's gonna cost you quite a few bucks. So we're gonna see what we're gonna get for that amount of money, right, in this box, and if that money equates to the quality of the product and what you're gonna get out of it in terms of features and overall sound, right? So go ahead, take a look. I'll wait for you right here. And this is the wireless microphone we are discussing today, techies and gamers. This thing looks quite exclusive, a little bit of a flash and flare there. This thing has looks like you're gonna have quite a few features built into this microphone, including that little touch screen you see there. This isn't budget. Now, I have reviewed several wireless mics like this, both for your DSLR camera as well as for iPhones and Android phones, but nothing like this one. This is probably, with that price, going to be pro level. I mean, I hope it's going to be a pro level device to make yourself sound professional and good quality. Maybe not as great as a microphone like the PD200X here by Mono. Maybe it's better. I don't know. We're going to find out. Let's look into the box. So looking at the box, this thing is kind of like your typical Apple product packaging, where the bottom just kind of slides out. And if you kind of look there, you see it's coming out very slowly. I tried to pull it hard, but it's like vacuum sealed. So kudos on the packaging here, MeetSummer. What do we get inside? Oh, techies and gamers, we got something very pretty looking here, and it's inside this hard shell leather case with a little bit of the MeetSummer branding going on there, as you can see there on the bottom. So quite cool, and you get a little accessory box right there. Very pretty. All right, hard shell, and it has a nice little cool zipper there. I don't exactly see what that is. Is that the logo? Look at it real close. Popping it open like this, techies and gamers. We got it packaged into this cool little case here, and it looks like there's a mesh compartment there with a zipper to keep your accessories inside. And on the interior of this case, it is actually shaped out to fit the case itself. Now, speaking of the case itself, that case looked pretty big here. So we're gonna take a look at what's in this big little box here. It feels like a battery of some sort. ASMR, take the plastic off of it. Looking at this plastic casing here, techies and gamers, this is actually quite nice and thick here. So what are we getting in this relatively sizable box? Now, is this an actual charger for the microphone? Let's see. I don't see any ports. Oh, wait 1 second. Look at that on the back. We have a USB-C port right on the back of that case. So that means this big house for the microphone is a charger. It's going to be charging all three of your little devices that are packed into here. So cracking it open, let's crack it open right here in our face. And we're going to see the cool devices sitting right inside. So before we get into the product itself, let's go ahead and take a look at What accessories comes with this? Pretty decent branding, tells you what comes in the box on the back, so you know what you're getting inside before you even open it. And on the front, of course, they slapped on their nice logo. You get a TRS 3.5 millimeter as well as a TRRS 3.5 millimeter. You get a charging cable, you get your mobile device adapter, and it looks like 2 dead cats in here. 2 dead cats. I don't know why they call it that. That's not a cool name to call something. A red TRS cable, so I guess you can tell by the color, and the black cable is the TRRS, so you know exactly what you're getting in a box and in your face. Small USB-C cable here wrapped up in this little plastic tape. 2 tiny adapters there for your mobile devices. You get your basic instructions here before leaving Earth for modifying and configuring your microphone. As you can see there's a little mobile device diagram there for showing you how to mount to your mobile device. And on the back, you get some instructions on what the actual digital display is packed with, basically, and what they all mean, because I'm sure there's going to be symbols and you're not going to know what they mean. So make sure you go through your instructions. I might do that right now before I continue. Right now I am in mono mode, so you will get mono over your microphone, and both left and right channels will be going through your headset. And I believe stereo works differently, not that the microphone itself is going to be in stereo, but that you can have both microphones to operate the device in stereo. So if I were to lift up the other mic out of the case, it should automatically sync. And now the way stereo works is that you have 2 left and right channels, right? So one mic is for the right, the other mic is for the left. I would advise that you put it into mono so that way it works as an actual stereo. All right, so moving right along, let's go ahead and swipe up and get back to the other menu. If we swipe left, we'll see that we have mode selection, and we'll click into mode selection. So it looks like there are 3 modes. One is indoor, then you have one that is outdoor, and then you have one that is for a noisy room. So this is going to apply a little bit of noise suppression. Sounds like it's a low noise suppression, so that is actually not bad, and it kills off some of this reverberation. So if we swipe up, we go back to the previous menu, and then we'll swipe over to the left, and we'll get to the transmitter settings. So here is where you can change your gain levels for your transmitters. So right now they are pretty high because that's just the way I set them. I like them pretty high so it gets good audio, but not too much so that it causes distortion. And as you swipe up, that's like the back button. It takes you back to the previous menu. We'll swipe left, and we have noise cancellation, which we can control on this specific device. Oh my God, 14 levels of noise cancellation. This one here is just way too abrasive. My gosh. So let's go ahead and switch that down to about 7. Keep it here at 7 to keep the noise low, and then we're going to swipe up, and we're going to swipe up again, and then we're going to swipe up again to get to the main menu. Swipe to the left, and we have receiver volume. Right now we have the record gain pretty high. I can turn my monitoring volume up as well so I can hear myself a little bit better. Now I actually sound pretty good here at max volume. My headset is also at max volume, so this is as loud as you can go on your monitoring, which isn't that loud. Feedback is pretty instant, so I can talk to myself comfortably and hear myself without getting tripped up in my own words. Phone speaker. So we can turn the phone speaker on. Right now it's inactive because we're not connected to our phone. So what that will do is that when you are recording over your mobile device, MacBook, Android phone, iPhone, you can enable the speaker to play via the phone. Now I know with previous wireless mics, what happens is that when you have a microphone or a receiver connected to the lightning port of the phone, and when you play back your audio after recording, you can't hear audio unless you disconnect that microphone or the receiver itself from the actual phone, and then you can hear via speaker. By turning the speaker on here, you will effectively enable it to play via the phone speakers while this is still connected to your phone. Awesome feature, Techie Gamers. So already this is looking and seeming pretty nice, and starting to see where my money is actually going into here. Lots of settings. All right, keep it going. And the main settings, which is the link. So you can link your receivers in case you ever get unlinked. It links automatically once you take it out of box. So good thing that there is nothing there to do. Automatic link, but if you had to, you can confirm in link. So let's cancel. Brightness of the actual screen here, so I can bump it up to make the screen bright or bring it down to make it lower, which is kind of messing with the automatic aperture settings, but you get the idea. You can lower the LED. It gets pretty low too. And last but not least is the version of the device. Let's click into that and we'll see that we have the receiver and the transmitter, and those are the versions of it. And the other one is disconnected, so you have dashes. And that is about all of the settings we got here in the menus. So pretty snazzy device we have here, Techies and Gamers. This sounds fantastic. And the good thing about having this kind of wireless mic is that no matter where you move, you're always going to sound the same, as opposed to having a fixed microphone sitting on your desk. One thing people may be concerned about when you're rocking wireless mics like this is that when it's in your shirt or on your clothing, you may feel that sometimes it does get noise from the fabric moving around. So I wonder what that sounds like here. Right now I have a pretty decent level of noise suppression. It's on the low to medium range, about 7 out of 15 or 14. So it's about halfway. Moving my shirt, shaking my shoulders. Are you getting noise? The only thing is that this is like really close to my neck. So if I go like this, I can kind of muffle it and close it in if I look down. So just be mindful of where your mic is and not covering the capsule itself like that, and it just goes into your skin. It is, in fact, a pretty big capsule, so you're going to capture some good, decent dynamic range with this microphone. Right now it's connected to my PC, but I can actually mount my receiver to the top of my DSLR camera via the clip. It's made for the actual shoe mount that is built into just about every DSLR camera out there. So this will fit perfectly fine on top. This is a raw audio quality with the microphone sitting at about 4 or 5 inches away, and listening to it in my monitoring, there is nice audio coming when it is at this level right in front of you. Fantastic. So if you had to use this mic and using it right here in your face, the plosives. Let's do a little bit of plosives right now. Peter Piper picked a pack of Pepsis, popped them, and poured them into a pitcher profusely. And this is the quality with the actual windscreen on top of the microphone, about 5 inches away. Testing 1, 2, 3. It reduces my hisses tenfold. I can now hear myself a lot better without getting hisses, because this microphone does have hisses. There's no mitigation, but also we want to look at plosives. So let's look at plosives again while we have this windscreen on. Here we go. Peter Piper picked a pack of Pepsis, popped them, and poured them into a pitcher profusely. That's much better, because without that, you will be exploding this microphone. Now, another cool thing that you can do with this microphone is that you can mute it with the buttons on the actual transmitter itself. So there is a button for controlling your noise cancellation. That's right, you can control noise cancellation via the buttons on the transmitter that is literally on you, and it is that very top button. And by clicking it once, you see right now there is an off, right? It shows that little off sign, shows that noise cancellation is off, and then my mic levels are at plus 17. Let's go ahead and press the button once, and we'll see that it switches on the actual receiver to soft. So I have soft noise cancellation. On the top, you see I have mono, I have bedroom, indoor audio, and I'm connected to my PC as well. So, and right now I just turned on soft noise cancellation. And if we click that again, we're going to go into a heavier or strong noise cancellation over the mic itself. And then pressing it again will turn it off. The power button beneath that acts as two things. It's for both powering your device on as well as going into mute. So just tapping it once like that. Just tapping the power button will mute it, and holding it for 2 seconds or so will power it off. You can also individually charge your transmitter, as there is a USB-C port on it. So if you didn't want to charge it via the case, you can plug it in directly to a USB-C source. If I wanted to be a mobile content creator like this, then you can just simply utilize your iPhone with this transmitter, and it will sound fantastical creating content. That's right. So good video quality, good audio quality, being wireless, being mobile, and being able to move anywhere you want and not being constricted to one specific location. All right, Tech is a Gamer. So what do I think of this wireless device overall? Well, it packs a punch in terms of several things, right? So in terms of features, this thing is packed with lots of features and controls that you can do via the receiver and control both transmitters. Yes, this thing is quite nice. Now you can control just about everything over the receiver, way more things that you can control over the actual transmitter itself, which only has but a couple of things on the physical mic, which is just noise cancellation features, mute, power, that sort of thing, but not too much else via the buttons. Everything is on that receiver. So when you're setting up, make sure your receiver is set up ideally the way you want with your gain levels and that sort of thing. If you want to switch out noise cancellation levels, you can do it over the microphone. Portability. This thing is fantastic for portability. This little case right here, this is all in one stop shop right here for your audio needs. You can charge the device. You get about 8 hours of battery life with just about all of these devices. So both the receiver and the transmitters charge at about 1 hour and 10 minutes. And the charging time of the physical case is about 2 hours once you have it connected to the USB-C and into a power source. So does this make a pass on the Tech Toys and Gaming Show? Absolutely. For the money you're spending on this, I think that it is pretty worth what you're getting in terms of a feature set for both your DSLR usage as well as for your mobile device content creation usage. The audio quality is good, better than a lot of the condenser desktop microphones that I've tested on this channel. If you want to get the device, check the link in the description. Thank you, MeetSummer, for providing this sample unit for testing and to display and demo to my audience out here looking for, I guess, hardware or devices like this for your awesome content creation. All right, and with that, I'll see you in my next video. Later. Snapping? I don't know. I always snap.